Hi, I'm Julie Neckley, and this is a quick video on how to know if your Mars is weak and what to do about it. I feel like it looks really blurry, which isn't Martian, so I don't know what to do about it. Sorry. Anyway, though, basically how you know your Mars is weak is if your friends would be really surprised to find out you had sex, or that you beat someone up, or that you were joining a football team. Like if you just have so little primal energy that people can't even imagine you doing those things, and you probably have weak Mars. But not everyone with a decent Mars is necessarily like some kind of caveman. It can also manifest in other ways, like the ability to stand up for yourself, to assert yourself, just like vitality and the urge to get up in the morning and to live. Like at a root level, Mars is really just your primal energy and your will to live. So what can you do to improve Mars? Well, some people's Marses are suppressed due to philosophical reasons. Like you have religions, for example, where they consider sex to be bad. Well, I mean, technically it's not bad if you do it in like just the right way, but it's almost like they think it's bad to be bad. You know what I mean? It is bad to be bad, but at the same time, it's somewhat unavoidable to be a little bit bad. You know what I mean? But in religions, they can develop this absolute mania about never wanting to be bad, which isn't really realistic because that's not really how life is set up. And then they think they can think like lots of sex is bad. They can think, having an aggressive, angry personality is bad. They can think like even hell is supposed to be the color red. So even Mars's color red, they think is bad. So that can suppress a person's Martian nature. I mean, I agree that all those things are bad, but from my perspective, we have to embrace being a little bit bad in order to be alive, because it's kind of the way that life was created. Like, we don't know why, but on every level, like the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, it's all about war and destruction and violence and, that's just, I don't know why. It's just like the way life was created. Like, hopefully God knew what he was doing when he made it that way. But then there's the secular people who also have philosophical issues that suppress their Mars because they try to be too hard to be good. Like, they fail to see that all of life is based on like violence, aggression, competition, fighting, death, etc. And they see that as being a distinctly human problem. Like, oh, dogs are so nice. Dogs would never eat. They would never use their sharp teeth to eat another being or to fight. Only humans are bad. If humans weren't here, then dinosaurs would still be peacefully roaming the earth with their claws and sharp teeth, So like they see, some secular people see aggression and war and violence as like a distinctly human problem, and they try to rise above it by being too good, So it's like if you try to be too good, you're going to have problems with Mars, because Mars is the primal level of life, and at the primal level of life, if you want to survive, you can't be too good, You got to be kind of pH balanced between good and bad. So that's one thing that can suppress your Mars. That's why a remedy I like is using an I Love War coffee cup to drink your coffee every morning. Has to be a bright red. I want to get some made. A bright red coffee cup that says I Love War, because then it just puts your mind in a different place, It's like if you wake up every morning like with this bright red I Love War mug, then it's like it lifts your spirits, It's like whatever you encounter that day, you're the person who fucking loves war, so you're gonna love it. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna be ready for anything, really. And that's the spirit of Mars. Is if you can embrace that violent primal level of life, then you can embrace anything. Everything's awesome. If you love to fight, then everything's fucking awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's another thing. And then another thing would be to wear red. Just surround yourself with Martian things. Like you could take care of a cactus garden because those are his favorite plants. You could decorate your home with pictures of famous generals and fighters. You could attend sports events. You could participate in sports events or go see them in a live setting, like rooster fights or boxing or football or whatever. Another remedy would be to give money to like charities that support policemen and soldiers, firemen, like people involved in dangerous professions, because you're recognizing that that aspect of life exists and that those people made sacrifices to deal with it so that you wouldn't have to, and so you're honoring Mars. Yeah, and you can probably think of just more ways. It's kind of intuitive to think of ways to celebrate and activate your primal red energy. Um, and you couldn't do it all the time, but a traditional way of doing it would just be like every Tuesday you wear red and you yell at people and curse them out and go to a gym or donate to firemen or whatever. So you can just do it once a week if you just need a little boost, or you can make it your whole identity if you want. So anyway, that's all I have to say. That's Mars. How to know if it's weak and remedies for fixing it. And I'm Julie Neclier. Thanks a lot. Bye.